In Parliament now, people are openly speaking about jihad. Why jihad?
ऐसा लगता है कि आर्टिकल 25 और 26 को खत्म कर दिया गया है और मुसलमानों की जिंदगी हमारे प्यारे वतन में ही तंग कर दी गई है, जिसकी वजह से माननीय स्पीकर साहिबा, वो लोग जिनके पुरखों ने आजादी की लड़ाई लड़ी थी, मौलाना अरशद मदनी, वो कह रहे हैं कि जुल्म और नाइंसाफी के खिलाफ लड़ना शायद हमें दोबारा लड़ना पड़ेगा और जिहाद करना पड़ेगा.
India's vocabulary of justice is dharma, nyaya, ahimsa, satyagrah, tapasya. At no point in 4,000 years of our civilization, 5,000 years, did we define our national duty through the lens of jihad. Today, Jamiat Ulema-e-Hind Chief Maulana Madani says jihad is significant not just for Muslims, but for the whole nation. He says jihad is important for India. He says that. And they say that if you don't believe in jihad, that means you are rejecting Islam.
इसलिए जब जब जुल्म होगा, तब तब जिहाद होगा. मैं इसको दोबारा कहता हूं, जब जब जुल्म होगा, तब तब जिहाद होगा.
बिल्कुल पढ़ाया जाना चाहिए. सब सारे धर्मों में ये चीज मौजूद है और सबको पढ़ाया जाना चाहिए.
I'm sorry, that's a wrong interpretation. Besides, is there no other word? Why jihad? India has hundreds of words for struggle and resistance, if that is the point you're trying to make, across Sikh, Hindu, Buddhist, Jain, Christian, tribal and constitutional traditions. Nyaya, justice, dharma, duty, sangharsh, struggle, andolan, movement, satyagrah, moral resistance, suraj, good governance. In a secular republic, no one owes allegiance only to the vocabulary of jihad. But now they are constantly talking about jihad. Jihad has been misused, and we all know this, by various groups that have been radicalized, terrorist groups, suicide bombings, religious terrorism, radicalization, global jihadi networks. This has been misused. So the question is simple. Why use the word jihad and try and justify jihad in parliament? And can these people who are pushing for the use of the word jihad guarantee that this call will not be misinterpreted? Everyone knows what the word evokes. After decades of terrorist attacks, jihad does not evoke moral struggle. Jihad evokes bombs, Fidain attacks. Jaish, Lashkar, ISIS, Al-Qaeda all use the word jihad. This is a call for radicalization and for religious mobilization. When you say where there is injustice, there will be jihad, this translates to we have our own justice system, separate from the constitution. Our response to conflict is jihad. What all can be defended in the name of jihad is another question. Can you support Masood Azhar's jihad that killed Indian soldiers in Pathankot? In Pahalgam, where terrorists asked 26 civilians to read the kalma, and later it was justified by Asif Munir as a jihad, a holy jihad? Or what happened in Pathankot, where Jaish terrorists slit the throats of Indian soldiers while they were sleeping? Or Pulwama, where 40 CRPF jawans were blown to pieces, their bodies charred beyond recognition? Or the Uri attack, or the shooting of Amarnath pilgrims? Terrorists have misused the word jihad. And those who are advocating it know that terrorists have misused it. We are not going to be a radicalized country. That's a decision we have to take now. The time has come for all right-thinking Indians to say, we are not going to be a radicalized country. We are not going to allow any part of our country's soil or population to be radicalized to an extent where India's constitution, our democratic fabric, our civilizational vocabulary is compromised. India is constitutional. India is democratic. India is not a country in which you can make a philosophical treatise for jihad. In fact, any word that separates, divides should be avoided. Ladies and gentlemen, the only ism for this country should be nationalism. Jihad cannot be an ideology forced down our throat.